Welcome to this edition of Capitol Review. I'm your host, Matt Swenson. This is State Representative Kathy Brynaert. Welcome, Kathy.
Thanks, Matt. I'm really glad to be here today. I'm anxious to visit with my constituents. I enjoyed this opportunity.
Well, great. Thanks so much for being here. And thanks for tuning in at home in Mankato to hear what's happening here at the State Capitol and to hear what Representative Brynaert is doing on your behalf. And these programs are also going to be on YouTube now, another great way for you to communicate with your constituents back at home. And I know that that's very important to you, hearing what your constituents have to say and communicating with them while you're here at the Capitol.
Absolutely, Matt. I miss the opportunity that I have when I'm in Mankato more of the time, when I visit with people in the grocery store or at the gas station or at the baseball game or whatever. So now this creates an opportunity for me to invite people to reply and share their concerns, give me a call, send an email. And
I know that just in the first few weeks of session here already, you've heard from a number of constituents via email, on the phone, but also a number of folks have come to the Capitol directly to talk with you about issues happening statewide and facing your community in particular. I know that it was Mankato Day at the Capitol here just a few days ago.
We had our first day at the Capitol for the greater Mankato area, including Mankato, North Mankato, and some of our surrounding communities. And we had really broad community representation. It was a great start. I think the participants were a little nervous because it was their first day at the Capitol event, and they probably planned it in a shorter period of time because they didn't have that full year out. That once you know you're doing it for next year, you can get started right away. But it was just a friendly event. We had mascots, from our university community, and the Vikings had some cheerleaders there. And we took pictures of representatives. And what happened when our people came here to the Capitol is they actually had a chance to go around to the offices of senators and representatives and share the importance of the bonding project, our Civic Center expansion project, with all the representatives and senators in the legislature.
Okay, and I know that you also represent, a number of higher education institutions in the Mankato area, and I know that a number of those students have actually come to visit you at the Capitol.
That's right, Matt, and obviously students are concerned because of a variety of budget issues. The state grant program is over budget. They used all their money in the first year, and as a result, there's the potential for a reduction in grants next year. The governor's budget proposed a reduction in work study that has many students worried. And then both the University of Minnesota and the Minsky system are facing additional budget cuts in addition to the governor's on allotment. So students are here speaking on behalf of the importance of higher education to our economy and to their personal lives, and wanting to graduate in a reasonable amount of time without a large amount of debt.
And I know that just today, some folks with developmental disabilities came to speak with you about some other issues as well.
Yes, we had quite a showing from the Harry Meyering Center and other regional. There were people from New Ulm and St. Peter and Owatonna and Waseca and Mankato and North Mankato coming to speak to us about the importance of the services they receive in order to live independently. So they were also speaking not only for their services, but for the wages of the people who work for them. So it was really, really touching to hear these people speak about their daily lives and the importance of the workers that they have, the service providers, to the quality of their lives. And we really will pay attention to that as we look at the budget.
Absolutely, and I know that there are a lot of issues you folks are considering here at the Capitol. It's always helpful to put a face to those issues, to hear the personal stories of the people who your work really affects here at the legislature.
Matt, this is my 4th year here at the legislature, and I've come to value more and more that personal contact, because it's a chance for me to hear the voice of our community, the voices from a lot of different perspectives. And then I take that into account as I'm looking at policy and understanding what we'll do with the budget.
Well, I know that you encourage your constituents to call, to email, to write, and to come visit you at the Capitol.
Absolutely. All communication is welcome.
Well, great. Thanks so much for being here today, Representative Brynaert. And thanks for tuning in at home in Mankato to hear what's happening here at the Capitol. We'll see you next time on Capitol Review.